Hey everyone, so welcome or welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be learning about RNA. So RNA stands for ribonucleic acid. So you should know how to spell it, because if you spell it wrong, then they might probably mark you wrong in the exam. All right. So RNA consists of nucleotides. So nucleotides are basically monomers. So what are monomers? Monomers are the building blocks of the both DNA and the RNA. All right. So the nitrogenous bases that are found in the RNA are adenine, uracil, guanine, and cytosine. So in the in the DNA, you have seen that the nitrogenous bases are adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. All right. So in the RNA, the thymine is replaced with the uracil. So okay, so this is the one of the difference in the RNA. All right. Okay. So we have three types of RNA or ribonucleic acid, all formed in the nucleus by DNA, and then they each have a different function and different places in a cell. So the three different types of RNA are messenger RNA, known as mRNA, ribosomal RNA, known as rRNA, then we have transfer RNA, that is known as tRNA. All right. So what does basically messenger RNA do? So they carries the code for protein synthesis from the ribosome. Then what does ribosomal RNA do? So they form ribosomes, which are the site of protein synthesis, right? And then transfer RNA, so they bring amino acid to the ribosome to form protein. All right. So this thing might be really confusing for you, but then as we learn deep into protein synthesis, you'll get the hang of it. And one more thing, in exam, like they don't usually ask the function of mRNA or ribosomal RNA, as far as I know, but then you should just know it for the sake of knowing it, because perhaps it might come, but then you should know that there are three types of RNA that you should definitely know. Next thing we are going to learn, it's the structure of RNA. All right. So this here is the structure of RNA. So as you know that DNA is double-stranded, right? Like it's twisted together. But however, RNA is single-stranded, which is not coiled. All right. So like DNA, RNA also consists of monomers, nucleotides, building blocks, whatever you call it, which link to form long chains called polymers. All right. So the sugar in RNA is ribose, and it's attached to the nitrogenous base. So the sugar in the DNA, it's deoxyribose sugar. Then the sugar in the RNA is the ribose sugar. And then the phosphate and the sugar molecules are attached to one another alternately to form change. So this is the same as the DNA. All right. So also the structure of the nucleotide of the RNA is the same as the DNA. But the only difference is the DNA one has a deoxyribose sugar, and this one has the ribose sugar. Nothing else. The thing we are going to learn about is the nitrogenous bases in the RNA. So they are adenine, uracil, cytosine, and guanine. Basically, the thymine is replaced by the uracil here. And then the one more thing that you have to know is that RNA is single-stranded, and then thymine is replaced by the uracil in the RNA. So that will suffice for this. All right. So the next thing we'll be doing is the comparison between DNA and RNA. All right. So the DNA and RNA are similar in some respects. So they both contain an alternating sugar phosphate, this one. Then contain a nitrogenous bases adenine, guanine, and cytosine. And then they both play a role in protein synthesis. As far as I know, they don't usually ask about the similarities in DNA and RNA, but then you should just know it. But yeah, they usually ask about the differences. So let's learn about the difference. So the DNA has deoxyribose sugar, as you know, and then RNA has ribose sugar in it. Then the shape of the DNA, it's double helix and it's coiled, but whilst RNA is single-stranded and it's not coiled. Then this contains a nitrogenous base thymine, and this contains a nitrogenous base uracil. This is found in the nucleus only, whilst this is found in the nucleus, ribosome, and the cytoplasm of the cell. So my advice to you is you should master this difference between the DNA and RNA, because if they would ask this in exam, it would consist of 4 marks, and then you don't want to lose that marks, because it's simple. A DNA contains deoxyribose sugar, it's in the name, deoxyribose nucleic acid. Then about RNA, it's the same, because RNA stands for ribonucleic acid. So this is the basic information that you should master. All right.